morning, Red Devil Addicts fans. You're with me, Joel, at the Red Devil Addicts studio. And we are with none other, our Alexandro the Talisman. Alex, we've always changed your name, man. We've always changed your name. You are the sexy man of the Red Devil Addicts channel. And I think Alex has got something to say to you guys. Alex, did you want to say something? He's smiling. He's smiling.
Lee knows fucking magic. He wears a magic hat. And when he saw Trafford, he said, I fancy that. He nearly signed for Arsenal, but snubbed them because they shy. He signed for Man United because they're fucking dynamite.
Yay! That's it. That's it. He started off with a chant, with a chant. But guys, we are back here. Unfortunately, our boys from London got the timings wrong. Probably snuggled in bed. Good old Sharon and Darren, and won't be joining the call. You never know. They might just wake up and smell the coffee and say, "Okay, I'm going to join the Red Devil Addicts channel of the review show for the Man United versus Newcastle game." Well, anyway, let's get stuck into it. We probably might get Dr. Mervyn back in here. He's actually in a Zoom call with all the other doctors, so he will join in as soon as he gets a chance. But let's kick it off. Let's start in and rock and roll with this, Alex. So anyway, we all saw the Man United versus Newcastle game, and you know that Sharon and Darren were at the game. They were giving us live updates on text messages, of course, showing us a lot of um, photos, and they were literally excited going to the game. But it wasn't the score that we all wanted because I think it was really devastating. It was really frustrating for United to come away with a draw. But I think one person we surely missed during that game is Christian
Eric.
Eriksen. Yeah, that's it. Christian Eriksen was really missed to the game. That shows you um, uh, that a vast difference a player can make between winning and losing. And I think what we were firing at blanks. We could have won the game at the last minute through Marcus Rashford. I was really screaming on top of my lungs and saying, "Bloody hell! How the hell did that not go in?" And that's dropped us points. And the worst thing is, those fools actually won 1-0 against Man City.
Hmm.
That is absolutely shite from a neutral perspective. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, you see, talking about that fools, it already gives me a cough. So it wasn't a great weekend. We've dropped points further back. That's one of the um, issues that I think we want to talk about. Maybe I want to get some view from you, Alex. And what did you think of the game? What do you reckon, besides Christian? Uh, you know, from a perspective of what did you feel from the missing player to the tactics, and if you thought that probably Marcus Rashford should have started early on. Um, I don't know. Give us your thoughts, Alex. What do you think should
Yeah,
have
look,
happened?
I think we definitely missed Christian Eriksen in that game. Like, obviously, he's a big player for us now.
Yep.
I think, yeah, we definitely missed him like against Newcastle. Like, we, there was no midfield. Like, there was a midfield, but it just wasn't the same without Ericsson. Like, it's like they weren't playing in the in the middle properly. There was no communication, and yeah, we just definitely missed Ericsson that game, like very very big. So I think the referee was an absolute joke because that I reckon that Sancho the one that when Sancho like got knocked over in the box, that
Oh
was
yes,
probably the most clearest penalty I've ever seen. Like
exactly.
I'm
Yeah,
not trying to be biased here because I'm a big Manchester United supporter, like we all are. But if that's not a penalty, then I want to know what a penalty is. Honestly, I want to know what a penalty is because if that's not a penalty, then
it's
I think
yeah,
we should have had at least 4 penalties that game.
exactly. And I can't believe the referee and VAR and even that goal should have stood because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
Nick Pope moved the ball. You know,
Did you hear the whistle as well? The referee blew the whistle.
yes, yeah,
Yeah,
and
and yeah,
exactly. It's ridiculous. How did that not stand? It baffles me. It really, really baffles me. It's just absolutely brilliant. I mean, absolutely brilliant. How shit? No, absolutely brilliant. How shit that referee was. That's what
oh,
I'm talking.
and did,
I'm just entitled to that point anyway.
I actually saw Joel after the game after the whistle had blown when they all shook hands and said good game and stuff.
Yep,
The referee was walking through into the tunnel, and I saw a video that a Manchester United fan was taking,
yep,
and the referee
yep.
actually smiled and winked at this Manchester United fan.
Oh,
Th-
that's
That
absolute. Yeah, yeah.
oh
That one, I'm telling you. What do you call that? What you call it? We should not. That that should not have been disallowed. That should have been given. That goal, because at the end of the day, Nick, if you can look at the Pop moved the ball, right? The referee had to blow on the whistle, and
mm,
Cristiano Ronaldo had every right to take that ball on. He had every
yeah.
right to do that, right? And I think this is really, really. I mean, we've had bad refereeing decisions this season, like the Marcus Rashford goal as well against Everton. That should have stood as well.
Oh,
And you know what frustrates me. A lot of these uh, uh, decisions that's going against us, it's going to cost us big time this year.
mm,
And I'm telling you, something's got to be done. Either referees are just hating United so much that they just don't want to give the calls away. And the Sancho one, that was a clear penalty. How is that not a penalty? I don't
and the referee was literally right there,
exactly.
like
Yeah,
a meter away, and he did give it.
yeah. And
Like I don't understand. If that's not a penalty, then
I don't know what it is.
I want an explanation
Explanation. Yeah,
of what a penalty actually is in
is
football anymore.
yeah,
I think the VAR should have overturned what the referee's decision was,
yep.
but they didn't. So I think the VAR should be no more. I think they should just go back to the normal, what they had back in the day.
Yeah,
No VAR, no computer shit. I reckon, just have the goal line decision technology. That's fine,
yeah, yeah.
but no VAR. Honestly,
Exactly.
VAR is a joke. The
Yep.
VAR is stupid. It's ruined English Premier League. It's ruined the Australian A League.
Yep.
It's uh,
It's really ridiculous, and this is where um, the frustration us as United fans are facing. Now, moving on to that factor itself, but I think United. This is where sometimes I feel that United. I mean, we can't keep expecting those calls. I mean, those calls are bonuses for us in terms of goals if we get them, if we get those decisions. But I think one of the things that I want to talk about is we're not being clinical enough in front of goal. We're not being we're not putting in um, what I would say that strive towards goal more enough as teams start to hold back and start to defend. We're not we still can't find a way of penetrating defenses like the way Liverpool and Liverpool and Man City does. Um, so I think that's pretty much where our weak point is. I mean, we're really missing Anthony Martial. I'm hoping that he'll be back for the Spurs game. We're going to be doing that Spurs game. Well, it's actually tomorrow
Tomorrow morning.
morning.
Yeah.
Um, we're gonna go live just before kickoff. I'll bring you the latest. I'm just looking at it. It's at 6:15 in the morning for us in Melbourne, and also, of course, where Alex is in
But
Brisbane.
5:15 here.
5:15.
I'll
Ah,
be.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
actually be on the plane heading to Sydney. So I'm on a Qantas flight. So hopefully I'll be able to watch the game while I'm up in the air. Hopefully, if not, then I'll have to.
Well, what time's your game? Oh man, sorry. What time's your flight? Sorry. What time's your game?
5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, and the game starts at 5:15.
15. Okay. So right. Okay. So so basically you will probably try and dial you in and say maybe sing you a song and say I'm leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I will be back again, leaving on a jet plane. My voice is croaking, man. I was doing a lot of singing last Friday, and I've just lost my voice this week. So, but that was good enough for you, Alex. We'll sing a different song for you, because you're leaving on a jet plane. Um, yeah, it's a shame that we didn't get a chance to meet. If you would have been 1 week ago,
I know.
we would have been singing. We're leaving
Yeah.
on a jet plane. We would have done that. But look, we're gonna try and reach you during that because for us, yeah, you're right. We're actually 1 hour apart, so you're
Yeah.
1 hour behind Melbourne. So for us here in Melbourne, it's going to be a 6:15 kickoff against a very strong Spurs at Old Trafford. Chan's going to be at the game. Darren's gone home to, I think, Cornwall, where he is. But we're going to try and get all of the boys to join in the show later today. I know we've been a bit here and there, but we're coming back. Everyone's trying to get back into the swing of things. I should have most of the videos up today, the older ones. I'm getting it all, again, as I was saying, I'm getting it all put together and going up. Alex, when you go down there, how long are you there for? You're going to be there for the Chelsea game as well, isn't it? In Sydney.
When's the Chelsea game?
Well, for us, it's Sunday morning, 3:30.
I'll still be there. Yeah, I leave Sydney Sunday morning. I'll have to be at the airport by I think 5 o'clock.
Okay, so
So
you probably be at Scruffy Murphy's or something, watching at least the first half before you make your way to the airport.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll try and go there. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, so we're gonna try and at least get some reaction from if Alex gets a chance to go to one of the pubs there for the Chelsea game. But the fact is, we've got a very tough game coming up against Spurs tomorrow, and of course Chelsea in the weekend. But first, Spurs has been winning the game. Antonio Conte has been absolutely brilliant. Spurs has been flying, and that's going to be a big test for us. We need to win this game. We cannot afford to drop many more points. We're losing pace against the leaders. Arsenal seem to be flying. They've scrapped up a 1-0 victory, and this is look. We're not expecting to win the league this year, but at least come close to it. And we need to find a way to be able to play in and start winning those first balls, winning those second balls, making those passes, keeping it simple. And we can't have the wayward passing. We cannot have wayward passing, and it'll be quite interesting to see how we start this. But going back to the Newcastle game, I think there was a lot of there were a lot of promise, but I think it was still lacking a lot more into the game. We're trying. I mean, Shaw had a fantastic game. Rafael Varane, I felt one of my favourite players. I felt he had a good game from a defensive perspective, but I think he made a lot of wayward passes, moving the ball forward when he was going for the long ball. And that and I noticed it was 2 or 3 times he's had that wayward pass, and that's one of the problems. I mean, we can't blame him. He's only just come back from injury, but that's something that he's got to fix really quickly. Dalot had an okay game. Casemiro was fantastic as well in the middle of the park. But all out striking, Fred missing most of the ball, pumping the ball way high. Bruno Fernandes, uh, Cristiano was trying as much as he could. Of course, as you could see, he was very frustrated at the end of the when he was sort of being subbed and Marcus Rashford coming on. You could see the frustration, and I can understand why. But look, if you're not performing, we need to allow someone else to come in and get us that goal. Marcus Rashford should have buried that header, Alex. That was really
Yeah.
disappointing. He should have buried that header. But you know what? What can we do? The game is done. There's nothing much we can talk about. But I'll tell you, we're going to have a cracking game today. So I'm going to keep this short. I think Mervin's still probably on a Zoom call. It was quite an urgent call that he had to jump on, so he couldn't join us on this. But we're going to sign off now, Alex. We need to get ourselves prepared. I'm gonna do a little bit more and watch the press conference. Ten Hag, find out if Martial is back in action. Is he going to be on the bench at least, or I think he'll probably start with Marcus Rashford up front, and Ronaldo might be dropped to the bench, probably coming in the second half. He'll go with Sancho and Anthony. It'll be quite interesting. I think he'll keep Casemiro in there, and hopefully Eriksen has shrugged off the illness, and he can come back into the team because we will definitely need him, and he's also a good factor for Eriksen, as you know, that he used to play for Tottenham Hotspurs. So he's come literally. It'll be good to have him back against his old club, his old foe, and I think he'll be a cracker of a game. But let's convene again, boys. Just before the kickoff, we're gonna do the lineups and whatever news that we can actually bring to you, and let's see how it goes. And Alex, tell us, as I said, I'm gonna be singing to you because you're gonna be leaving on a jet plane.
I know.
I still remember that movie Armageddon. You remember that movie Armageddon?
Yeah.
When Ben Affleck was singing to Liv Tyler. Oh, man, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Sorry, I gotta say that she's gorgeous. She is gorgeous.
I hope your wife doesn't see this.
She's not home, so we won't tell her. Oh, well, yeah, she's gonna watch the show, so that's it. But doesn't matter. At least I'm saying the truth. Hey, Alex, remember what I told you? I know you're not ready to announce it on air yet, but remember what I told you when you got up to Vegas or Hawaii. Remember what you're gonna have to do. I told you, gave you some ideas. You got to sing. You want us to all sing a tune for you? Lissandro's fucking magic. He wears a magic hat. Do you want us to sing that song, record it for you, and you can play it on the? Well, I'll leave that for Alex Tellis to make that announcement.
Yeah, I'll make that announcement when I come back.
Ooh, okay. What date are you flying off to?
21st of November.
Okay.
So I won't miss any Premier League games, which is good. But
yeah,
I'll be
most of the World Cup games you'll be missing.
I'll be in Hawaii when the USA play
England
their games.
Are they playing? Are they playing England in it? They're playing England.
Yeah,
and Wales.
That'll be a good game.
That'll be a good game. Yep. That'll be a good game.
England will probably win, but
Yeah.
It'll still be good to watch with the American fans.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. And send my regards to all the Latinos.
Yeah, well,
Just tell them, my host in the show,
I'll have to bring one. I'll send one to Melbourne for you.
or I'll send you a couple of pictures of me.
Ah,
Anyway, Alex, it's always a pleasure having you on the show, bro.
oh,
And we're gonna see you later when we do the preview of the Tottenham game. This is gonna be a cracker, and we'll get some information in, we'll get some news in, and I will be putting up some of the things that we've missed, as I said earlier. And we're gonna rock and roll from there. All right, that's me, Joel, from the Red Devil Addicts studio. It's a very short one today. Apologies on that because we were meant to have a forum here, but all the boys were pretty tied up with various things. But the whole point was me and Alex did I think um, what our thoughts were on the Newcastle game. It's finished with 0-0 draw. Um, the ifs and buts could have been spoken about, but look, we've got a big cracking 2 games coming up. And that's where our focus is going to have to be, and that's where we're going to have to win those 2 games. We've got to get back into winning ways, and hopefully that will sort of start to pick up paces, wait on, and win all the games right up till the last game before the break for the World Cup, and hopefully we'll come back strong and we keep our players fit and sharp when we come back in December for the Premier League games, and hopefully we need to get more points on the board so that we can get closer to that top 4. So that's it. That's it for me, guys. Joel from the Red Devil Addict Studio, and you're with our very own Alex Teles, or Alexandro the Talisman. That's his screen name now. We've changed his name many times anyway.
it's always good to be on the show, Joel.
And always a pleasure to have you, bro. Always a pleasure to have you. Now, before we go, and I'll always hold this back, our Alex the Talisman always gives us a shout. Now, do the United shout, bro.
UNITED, United are the team for me. With a knick-knack, paddywhack, give it a go bone. Why don't City fuck off home?
Fuck off home. That's it. Why don't all the teams fuck off home? It's only United. Another X-rated show, bro.
That's it.
That's it. I'll see you soon.
No worries.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.